Local groups advocating for racial justice are demanding greater transparency from top prosecutors in St. Louis.
The group calls itself the Prosecutor Organizing Table and plans to press the St. Louis Circuit Attorney for more transparency later this month. But for now, they say St. Louis County Prosecutor Wesley Bell's office needs to show more details to the public. Political editor Mark Maxwell is here now with more on all this. Mark?
This prosecutor organizing table says it is, quote, deeply concerned by the gap between what the candidates promised and what they prioritized in office. And the group now pledges to hold St. Louis prosecutors accountable. We met Jalian Yang outside the Carnahan Courthouse in downtown St. Louis. The Forward Through Ferguson director said prosecutors owe the public answers.
There is a lack of data and transparency to the public. We don't actually know at which rates people are being sentenced to death, sentenced to jail.
The prosecutor organizing table published Prosecutor Watch, promising to conduct oversight and demand those answers. St. Louis County Prosecutor Wesley Bell replied to them in a January letter, "I'm not aware of any prosecutor's office in the country with the ability to track information about declined cases, bail recommendations, and sentencing recommendations."
They are capable of collecting that data. They have to collect records. It's a public office, and the public deserves to know what is happening behind those closed doors.
In his letter, Bell said, "We require additional staff and technical assistance to collect and provide the level of comprehensive data you seek." The preliminary report calls for reducing prosecutors' power and the abolition of the prison industrial complex, asking readers, have you ever felt that police, courts, and incarceration do more harm than good? You're not alone. It links to a national group called Critical Resistance, which publishes this newspaper, Abolitionist, and advocates to defund police. Where does the prosecutor's role come in?
So the prosecutor, we say, is essentially the first person, the kind of front door to the carceral system.
The initial report said St. Louis is witnessing a regression to law and order and an increase in the use of punitive measures in policing and prosecution in the city under Gabe Gore and in the county under Wesley Bell.
They also have a lot of incentive to go for convictions instead of thinking about getting to the truth of the matter, instead of getting to healing or transformative justice.
Bell's office boasts a 96% success rate in their diversion program. This collective group, though, appears to have remained largely dormant since founding in 2020. Skeptics suggest perhaps they're only now rushing to publish this incomplete report to try and damage Wesley Bell in his race against Congresswoman Cori Bush.